Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
The pulsating community that is Paekakariki. Tina Pope, good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, John. Thank you.
Lovely to talk to you, I understand. Congratulations are in order.
Yes, well, we had our first community board meeting last night for the Paekakariki Community Board, and 3 new members were sworn in, along with Sophie Hanford, who's, of course, our new ward councillor, and Holly Ewins, that's back for her second term.
And I believe Holly was elected the chair of the Paekakariki.
She was elected last night. She's off doing singing things at the moment.
Yes, that's right.
So she's left me to talk to you. And
it's delightful. It's nice to be able to work her through. I believe that, in fact, Holly's on RNZ at the moment. So
I think she is.
I think she might be. So that's lovely, but lovely to talk to you as well. Now, tell me, Tina, who was elected deputy chair of the Paekakariki Community Board?
That would be me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Now, this was an unusual way of launching this particular community board because, as I understand it, and I know I read it out on the radio, it's almost an open invitation. Come along, bring a plate, prepare to dance sort of thing. What happened at the meeting?
Well, we've met a couple of times, and we've been really interested in trying to engage our community in new ways. So we've sort of talked about what we want, apart from the issues that arise and the issues that we are dealing with already, just how we want to represent our community over the next few years. So we've started talking about an engagement strategy, and we really want to involve people who don't normally turn up to those sorts of meetings. We're rethinking about the location of them. We had karakia, waiata, food and refreshments, and much talking from the floor.
Wonderful, wonderful. How many people turned up from the community, I mean?
I think about 40.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it was a good turn-up. There were a couple of big issues to be discussed as well.
What were they?
So, Wainui Whenua, I'm not sure whether Holly, I'm sure she's spoken
Oh,
about
yes, we've had a
Wainui
fair
Whenua.
bit about Wainui Whenua. That's a very exciting prospect, isn't it?
It's very exciting. So, they've had a hui, well attended, about 75 people were met in the last couple of weeks, and they have come to the community board last night, giving us an update and seeking our support, and which they clearly got. So we enthusiastically supported it. We encouraged the Kapiti Coast District Council to join in with the working group in this next stage to investigate the feasibility of the project and enter into a memorandum of understanding so that the community and the council can work alongside each other to try and progress this amazing.
Tina, do you think there is broad support in the community for Wainui Whenua?
I think that there is. We've had a survey. I haven't got the figures in front of me, but something like 250 people completed our online survey, and there were 9 proposals from the working group, and overwhelmingly they were supported, particularly the climate change and environmental outcomes that the group's seeking, and still support, but somewhat less around housing possibilities or other possibilities like a historic precinct, affordable housing, wind farm. So that's clearly the area to keep consulting on and see if we can work through on that.
All right. And the other big subject that you had to discuss?
Yeah, the other big one was this way station. You might have heard about that.
Yes, indeed.
I certainly hadn't heard about it because the community board hasn't been consulted by New Zealand Transport Authority or agency. So it was great to have locals turning up and explaining their concerns about a huge waste station, a hectare of property at the Mackay's Crossing underpass area. The entrance to, I understand it's the entrance to Whareroa Farm,
yes,
and up into Emerald Glen Road.
Yes.
So we had a number of community members who were very concerned about safety aspects of that, because I know that something like over 180,000 people enter through that intersection into Queen Elizabeth Park. We don't have data about who's going to, how many people enter into Whareroa Farm, but because that's not collected. But anecdotally, it's a lot, and it's rising. It's been rising for the last 5 years. There's been substantial increase in use of that entrance area into both of those parks, and that's not going to change. So a great deal of concern was expressed. New Zealand Transport Agency presented where they're at with this. Holly mentioned that, the lack of consultation, and we're, as a board, a little bit het up about it. So we'll be working with Council and our community to keep engaged with NZTA and ensure that they're doing adequate consultation.
Excellent. Well, there we are. That's the politics. Then I guess you had some kai, and there'll be a lot of very productive discussion after the formal discussions, I imagine.
Yes, it was lovely. And we also gave a bit of money away, which is a nice thing to do.
Oh, yes,
so,
that's right.
Along with the Paekakariki Services Club, the community board put in some money and a substantial grant from the Services Club to the Paekakariki School for solar panels, which is a gift that just keeps on giving.
It sure is.
Also is important for any civil defence emergency. So if there's power is cut off, we've still got power there. And we also gave money to Paekakariki Orchard and Gardens for a tool shed and greenhouse. There's amazing things going on there. We heard about, the planting they've been doing, the community workshops, and an exciting new piece of art is going to be launched there through the Arts Festival early next year. So we'll keep informed about that, and Holly, I'm sure, will let you know closer to the time more details about that.
Oh, we just might have the Deputy Chair of the Community Board on again. You never know.
You never know.
Tina, this has been...
woman, that's for sure.
Great stuff. Tina, thank you so much for filling the breach. You've done it so well. It's lovely to talk to you, and congratulations to you and the team in Paekakariki. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
There we are. That is the Deputy Chair of the Paekakariki Community Board.
106.3 Beach FM.